YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy McLavishh. Peace, prosperity, and power, mind, body, and soul. Death before dishonor. Speaking the truth, keeping the faith, and holding it the fuck down, man. Listen, I hope everybody's been enjoying their XDefiant this weekend, post-game launch. I came on here as an old school Call of Duty gamer today, so I wanted to speak to the people who really haven't been into the Call of Duty scene as of late, but wanted to give XDefiant a try. So this is for my old Call of Duty veterans from the OG Call of Duty 4 days, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. You know the ones where I'm talking about, the one-man army, Danger Close Pro, Commando Pro days. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, if you enjoy this review, let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new here. And leave a like if you actually do fuck with my reviews. I think I want to do a lot of these more often. So let's get to it. Let's talk gunplay. First and foremost, let's talk about TTK. I think XDefiant has found sort of a middle ground between high TTK and low TTK. Let's talk in comparisons to games like MOBAs with like Overwatch, where it takes forever to kill a tank, and recent Call of Duties where low TTK is actually a thing and it takes a lot more out of you to outplay somebody. Whereas in this game, you will find a lot of times that you may get shot and you still had a decent amount of health to survive and outplay your opponent. I have had multiple occasions, as you will see in these videos, where I have been shot at first, but still have been able to outplay my opponent and get the kill. This is major because it allows you to think on your feet in high stress situations and have that reward, or that a lot of people like to talk about, dopamine fix from outplaying your opponent with actual skill. Whereas in my opinion, once again, this is my opinion, recent Call of Duties have not allowed that. All the guns are busted, all the guns are broken, and I personally don't feel that most of the guns in this game are too overbearing. With that being said, the DMRs hit like DMRs, like the MK17 is a 2-tap. AK-47, very inaccurate, but high damage. M4 Alpha 1, accurate, but on the lower damage output side. You can upgrade these weapons through attachments to form more of your own playstyle with these weapons, and I think that's where XDefiant picks up the ball when it comes to their gunplay, because by unlocking these attachments, the same as in Call of Duty, you're able to further enhance your gun, making the gun suitable to your playstyle, and you can even view the way it alters your gun, as in all FPSs anyway. With that being said, I know a controversial topic right now for people is snipers. And in my personal opinion, coming from the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 OG days, quickscoping was a real thing, right? We're talking running around with a sniper rifle going crazy. I feel as though it's not realistic, but at the same time, if somebody has the ability to pull a sniper rifle up quicker than me and one-tap me from the chest and above, I don't know how the hit registration is working as far as below chest level, but I will say that if somebody can outskill me and quickscope me chest and above, it's simply just get good. I like the feel of the weapons in this game. Certain guns have the ability to have better range than others. Other guns, the AK-47, are inaccurate, but at mid-range to close range is a monster. When you challenge somebody at long range who has a sniper rifle or a marksman rifle and they two-tap you, you understand why. When you're running in a building with an SMG and you completely dominate everybody inside, is because that's what SMGs are made for. All of these guns do exceptionally well at their niche. And that's why I feel as though I enjoy the gunplay of XDefiant. Now, let me know down below how you guys feel about it. But as for gunplay and gun skill and how guns feel, I would personally give it a 7 out of 10. Let me go into this next segment, making sure I give you guys hindsight. I only started playing XDefiant in their recent open beta. I did not play it in the alpha. I did not play it in the closed beta because I was gone during the time. So I've only had the experience of playing it from its most updated versions and server tests. With that being said, we're going into operators and abilities. I will only speak from the standpoint of going up against said operators and things of that nature. I personally have been enjoying the incinerator drone from the cleaner side, which is from the division, if you don't know that. And I feel as though he fits my playstyle. Now, with that being said, going against certain operators is not really a problem. Like, I knew from a jump that a lot of people will be running the Intel ops, but it's not as crazy as it would seem as it was in like the test server era. They've released some patch notes and they've corrected a lot of things when it comes to operators and abilities that doesn't make them too broken. Now, I haven't encountered a lot of DedSec operators, but in my experience, that little bug that jumps on your screen is insane. And I think the counter to it is you have to shoot it before it gets to you, but that's the issue. So, ultimates in this game feel like ultimates. When somebody's using them, you know it. Not no loud screams or anything that you get from Overwatch, anything like that. But you will get visual feedback and you will see a lot of visuals going on your screen that will let you know somebody's walking around with their ultimate or doing things of that nature. Like, for instance, the Intel operators. They'll let you know you're being scanned by her sonar goggles or their sonar goggles. It's best to just avoid them because they have aimbot and a one-tap pistol. When it comes to the cleaner side, their ultimates are broken in close range. You run inside of that building and he using that flamethrower, he's going to take you down faster than you realize. And I feel as though that's the strong suit of the cleaner. When it comes to the medics of the Far Cry series, if they put their tactical down and you're trying to shoot into them, you're going to need a lot more bullets than you normally would because their healing does exceptionally well. I can start to see where in ranked play, each operator and ability will function really well when they're in team sync together. When it comes to, I haven't played a lot against the hackers from the Watchdog era, but like I said, the little bug that they have, yeah, you'll know it jumps on your screen, you can't aim, you only can hip fire, and you can't see what's going on in front of you really. And it lasts for like 5 seconds. So it's a guaranteed kill if the hackers are in the space. All in all, from what I have experienced so far, the operators and the abilities that they do have serve as though, not in an Overwatch style of I counter you, you counter me, but there are ways to play around different operators and give you that ability to outskill somebody in this game. With that being said, coming from an Overwatch background, I want to give this another 7 out of 10. So now we're going to go into the gun grind, XP grind, and progression systems. Oh boy. I personally feel as though XDefiant does lack some aspects compared to Call of Duty in this manner. Everything is pretty much hidden behind the battle pass in this one, and I can understand it because it's a free-to-play game. But at the same time, give out more free things. This is how you keep the people attached to the game. You have to go level 50 for every gun to get a bronze camo, level 75 for a silver, level 100 for a gold. We recently just had a double XP weekend, and it still feels as though it's taking forever to level things up. Now, let me just say this. I understand it. You want people to stay in the game for the grind, experience the game, enjoy the game, while also getting rewarded at some point for all their hard works and efforts. Level 50 is a crazy level just to achieve a bronze camo. Outside of not having any skins to really apply to your weapons. Maybe it's because I'm under level 25 but I don't see them just giving me weapons skins after level 25 just because here you go. Everything is behind the battle pass. I understand why they did this because it's a free to play game and they have to make their money. But you got to feed the common people here. You're already winning in regards of, keeping skill-based matchmaking. Not a thing in certain modes. I like that about XDefiant. Some days we just want to come home after a long day of work and do decently good going against some people we don't know. This is where Call of Duty fails. We don't want to every game load into a map and go against people who are running with 3 and 4.0 KDs. I can understand if you want to give me somebody who is on my skill level. Right? 1.75 KD, 2.75 KD. But if they are fully squatted, I'm talking all 6 personnel on their team with 4.0, 5.0 KD sweating in a fucking control match in an unranked playlist. Come on, bro. Put them in ranked. Let them skill-based matchmaking in ranked. It's casual gamers you need to appeal to here as well. For the people who want to sweat their ass off like they're in a CDL league, go to ranked. That's where the skill-based matchmaking should be. It makes no sense that I have to get into an unranked playlist and play against people who just want to sweat or have been on the game for 4 hours already and super warmed up. Give me randomized lobbies, man. Ain't nobody trying to play with the same people every day, 24/7. Give me a mix. Maybe I do bad against a couple people. Give me a good mix where I go fucking bonkers on a team. Hey, but that's the appeal of an arcade shooter that you want. You don't want to load into every lobby after a long day and continue to stress about the game because everybody is sweating. I'm talking about t-shirts with no deodorant and smelling musty in their room sweats. I mean, Dorito chips on they chest, Mountain Dew on the table with the double XP on the cap. Like, come on, man. Anybody trying to go against sweats all the time? And I think as though XDefiant excels in this because it allows you to stay in the game by not forcing you to sweat every game and just let you focus on the grind and not having to be competitive all the time when you're going for these arduous challenges to unlock new weapons and new guns, because you don't just unlock them off level, you unlock them by completing challenges with certain weapons. So if you're going against a 4.0 KD guy and you have no attachments on these weapons, you're going to struggle against these people because you don't have the attachments and you're not in the mood to sweat. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers are post CDL league tournament and decide they want to be in an unranked playlist for forever and just torment people. I respect it, but at the same time, bro, you can miss me with that. In terms of this, in terms of the gun grind, progression, and skill-based matchmaking, I want to give skill-based matchmaking just a thumbs up, right? I am fully on board for no skill-based matchmaking in certain modes. Turn it on in ranked. That's what ranked is for. In terms of the gun grind and progression system, I want to give it a 4 out of 10. It takes entirely too long to get anywhere with these weapons, these characters, etc., etc. Now, as we move into quality of life, we're going to be discussing some bugs, things that need to be fixed, glitches, things of that nature. And my 2 biggest issues for this game are the server refresh and the hit reg. I already seen articles about them having to fix the hit reg, so we're not going to talk too much into that, but I will talk about the server refresh a little in depth because there are times in this game where I have clearly run around a corner and still been shot and killed, not by somebody who's using a cleaner or things of that nature. When it comes to that, sometimes I look at the game like, okay, I know I was around the corner, but I guess on that other person's screen, I was still able to get killed. And this is one of the patches things about games where it's on the developers to try to figure this stuff out. So I don't knock them too much for this, right? Because that's server issues are in every FPS. And that is not to say that I am not Ethernet connected. I am fully ported into my PS5 and I'm pushing the max internet that I can out here where I am with no lag issues. So at this point, it is on the game to continue to develop and get these server issues addressed, which I know if Ubisoft wants to make this game good, they will continue to put time into this game and work towards. Outside of that, what else did I say? I said the server refresh rate and hit reg. Like I said, hit reg is already a topic of discussion in the community. Some of these guns, some of the might just be latency issues and things of that nature, but that's one of the topics that they do have to fix. I know I'm very accurate with my shots. Sometimes I do miss a lot, but it is sometimes where I do question, like, I felt like I hit him more than I hit him. Why is my clip empty and he's not dead? So it's just things like that that you really have to think about. Outside of that, let's talk about map rotation. I enjoy the fact that it went old Call of Duty style where map rotation was voted upon, and by the votes you can see which maps are favored. With that being said, the developers can go back, look at the maps that are least voted upon, and if Ubisoft follows patterns such as Rainbow Six Siege, they'll take those maps out, rework them, and then throw them back into the map pool and rotation, better optimized for people, better optimized for the combat and the gameplay. Last but not least, in quality of life, overall gameplay, I am truly excited for a game that does not have kill streaks. Ultimate abilities are literally that, your ultimate abilities. You don't have to worry about super kill streaks or things like that. There's times where I've gone on 10, 12 kill streaks in this game and there's no reward for, you're just sending in a helicopter and the helicopter completely destroys the team and nobody's having fun. The end goal is to get to your ultimate ability, and with your ultimate, you are still vulnerable, but you can have fun using your ultimate. And that right there, I feel as though is satisfying, because at this core, I feel like XDefiant is more pushed for its gunplay. So overall, we're talking quality of life. I want to say on a scale, I would rate it. I want to give it a 7 out of 10, but due to hit registration, we're going to go a 6.
We're in the zone.
Last but not least, our final segment, the final review, the final verdict. When we take all things into the account, especially playing with friends, which is always a good time, even if some of your teammates are trash, just having a good connection, vibing with your friends. That's what an arcade shooter is about, especially in today's day and age, is having fun with your friends. I think that's a good experience. We haven't really seen too much team synergy from this game yet. At least I haven't, where it comes to like working in unison with different operators in tandem. I don't know if there's really any synergy, but I can see the potential there. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know I had fun editing it and creating it for you guys, and I've got a great team. I got a shout out to the guy who gave me the beat in the beginning to, get you guys into it for the montage and then for the review. Link to the producer of that beat down below. And with that being said, my final review of the game, if you tally everything up, right, we gave Gunplay a 7 out of 10, right? So Gunplay was a 7 out of 10, so that's a 70%. Next, we gave Ops and Abilities a 7 out of 10, so that's also a 70% rating. After that, we gave the XP grind and skill-based matchmaking a 4 out of 10. So that's 40, right? Next was quality of life, bugs. We gave that a 6 out of 10. Last but not least, we're going to tally that all together, which gives us a 6 out of 10 overall game. In terms of what I've experienced so far. This can go up, this can go down, depending on if developers decide to trash this game, if big corporations decide to do what they do like they normally do. You know what I mean? Just look at the recent experience with Helldivers. They almost sold that game. Still have sold the game because there's a lot of countries who haven't gotten back into it. And Ubisoft has some work to do here. But overall, I will say, as an arcade shooter, is it a COD killer? Absolutely not. Because Call of Duty is too far in for it to be destroyed now. Unless the developers do that themselves. But can it or will it potentially become a franchise staple? It's not my call to make. Let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And if you love my review, make sure I said, leave those comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your differences, how you feel about it. Let me know. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, like the video, dislike the video, whatever you feel as though you want to do with the review, let me know. I'll take it into my feedback. I'll look at it and expect next a weapons tier list. I'm going to go through all the weapons, get them where I want them to get them, and then a tier list will be dropping soon. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Be blessed. We came with love. We leave with love. And I'll see y'all next time. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Okay, don't quit your day job, Hollywood.